It's cheap, easy, fast, and satiating. Don't sleep on homemade fried rice. Now, it is my personal opinion, which I also like to call facts, that every meal is made just a little bit better if you have a sauce to go with it. So the first thing we're gonna do is make a yum yum style sauce. And the reason I like to do this first is so that all these flavors have a little bit of time to sit together while you get your meal ready. I do have a wok and I do have a flat top grill. And if you have those, you can use them. But for everyone else who doesn't have one of those, we're gonna do this in a frying pan. The first thing you're gonna do in the pan is scramble your eggs. And the reason you do this first is because if you add your eggs with the rice in there, it's gonna make the rice gummy. And that's gross. The next thing you're gonna cook and remove is your shrimp. And the reason you want to remove these when they're done cooking is because overcooked shrimp gets dry and chewy. So just remove them as soon as they start to turn pink. And now we can start to bring this meal together. The first thing we're going to do is infuse our oil with the white parts of a green onion. Koreans call this process pagiram, which I'm sure I'm saying wrong. But after you work your green onions into the oil for a little bit, then you want to add your ginger and garlic. And don't be bothered by those crispy bits that start to form in your pan after a little while. Those are a delicacy. After a minute or two of cooking the garlic and ginger, then you're going to put your diced carrots in. Once your carrots start to soften, then it's time to add your rice. But it's not just any rice. This is yesterday's rice, or maybe last week's rice. Either way, it's leftover rice. This gives you the best consistency for your fried rice. But if you're really in a pinch, you can make your rice in the morning and leave it in your fridge uncovered until dinner time. After you break up your chunks of rice, then you can add your shrimp and eggs back in. You can also start to work in your soy sauce or liquid aminos, sesame oil, and chili paste. Then mix everything together and take the most important step, which is tasting it and making any adjustments you need to make. If you want it sweeter, get some sugar in there. If you want it saltier, get some more soy sauce or liquid aminos in there. If you want it spicier, add some more of the chili paste. It's your dinner, not mine. Suit it to your palate. And once the flavor's where you want it, the last thing we're going to do is add our peas. And the reason we do this last is so we can just bring them up to temperature without overcooking them so they don't lose their pop. Then when it comes time to plate it, I like to drizzle it with some of that yum yum sauce and sprinkle it with green onions and sesame seeds.